In this video, we're going to take a look at the new group finder for New World. Now, obviously, this isn't in the live version yet. This is only in the PTR. The live version is probably going to live some point in July. Now, I'm making this video because I did a poll on my community page, and a lot of you guys were most excited for the group finder. So I thought we'd take a look at it because some of you will not have been able to have had a look at it like I hadn't because it's been broken. And we'll talk about that in a moment. So I jump into the game here and I'll show you how you access it. Now, you can access it by going to the dungeon, but you can access them via the map. Now, how you do that is that you go to a dungeon that you've been to or that you can like click on. So for example, Lazarus Instrumentalis here, I click view expedition and then I click find group. Once I do that, you'll see the lobbies that are available, or you'll be able to create your own lobby. Now I'm just going to move my camera here so that you can see a little bit better, and you can see here it says recommended 60 players, minimum 3. This is your cap, so how many it says you can do. Obviously that date there is a little bit weird, but let's show you how we would create the lobby. So you can click this and your gear score, the minimum maximum you can do, if that makes sense, or the maximum you can do is what the maximum of your current gear score. So my character right now is only currently gear score 607. That means I can't make a group requirement that requires 625. So you have to keep that in mind. Basically, that's going to stop people who are like low gear score setting a cap that's too high just to get carried, if that makes sense. So you can rest assured that the person who created the group is at least the gear score that they are requesting. You can also change the level, which right now obviously probably isn't that relevant for most of us as we're all quite level 60, or at least the people who are doing these endgame dungeons are. If this was introduced whilst we were all leveling, that would have been relevant. Now you can, if you want, decide which roles you're accepting. So if you are a tank or a healer, you obviously then don't need a tank or a healer. So you could de-tick that. Like for example, if I was the tank, obviously I don't need to tick that and look for that. And here is where you set the role that you actually are. So if I said I'm tank, and then I could be like, noobs please, you know, there we go, noobs please. This is just a test. I don't really want anybody to actually join. You can tick voice chat preferred, but it isn't actually going to do anything. It's probably just like a please have voice chat, but they can't make that a requirement obviously. Now this one, invite your current group members. If you were already in a group and you were making this, you like say like you're in with a friend, you obviously want to invite your friend, so this is a way of making sure that they come with you. But once you've done that, you literally just click confirm. So if you have created the group, there's two screens. You can look at my lobby, which shows you the information of your group, like the minimum gear score, minimum level, etc. Looking for damage and a healer, noobs please, and then you can like mouse over this. It shows you your weapon mastery, shows you your current attributes. So if somebody you think is trolling, you can check that out there as well, because these are like, if somebody else was in the lobby, I would be able to see theirs as well. Obviously that's what it's designed for. You can open lobby chat. I'm not sure if who would that speak to. Does it speak to everybody in the lobby? Probably. It's just probably not enough people for me to like find that out right now. If I go to find group, which is what you would be looking for if you were looking for a group, we will then see my posting here. We can see what they're looking for. You can see my name. Again, you can see who they're looking for. I'm a tank, therefore I'm already in that lobby. You know, you can see how filled that group is at a glance. And really that's it. If I click it, you can see that, you know, I would be able to request to join. I can't join this one because obviously it's my group, but yeah, it seems to work perfectly fine and reasonably. So let me just exit out of this. So obviously, well, you can edit it if you want to like change the gear score. Maybe you're not getting enough people or what have you. Perfectly fine, perfectly fine. You can delete it of course as well. It's not quite refreshed that yet, so there we go, it does automatically refresh, but you can press the refresh button. Now let me exit out of that and just see if anybody's actually created a group for the new expedition, which is the mutated versions. Let's have a look at this. Let's do find group. There are currently no lobbies, so I can't show you like me trying to join somebody else's lobby. Not that I actually want to do the dungeon or anything like that. So my overall thoughts are that it's actually quite good. It's really only useful for expeditions at the moment. You can't do it for like finding a group for Outpost Rush or anything like that, or even like an arena group. Seeing the system where you can actually pick your role, I quite like that. I can imagine maybe you queue up for an arena, maybe picking your role or something like that would be pretty interesting. But overall, I have to say the menu's nice. It feels responsive. It's all quick. It's nice. There's no like questions asked there. And I really think that this is a good introduction into the game. It's a good addition into the new world. However, this video is a little bit late because obviously we've had the PTR for quite a while, and apparently that's because it was breaking the server at first, and I saw that even after this new patch that apparently it may still be breaking the server, but it's just happening a little bit less because there's less people actually trying it. Hopefully that's going to get resolved. Like hopefully we hope that's going to get resolved, and when this goes live it's not going to be breaking servers, because that would be pretty unfortunate. However, as an experience goes, I quite like the menu. I think it's all very smooth and responsive and intuitive, and I think for for a general group finder, it's great. This could very easily be with the thing that they do to go cross-realm with group expeditions, because you don't have to walk to the instance or anything like that. Somebody could just enter the queue from a different server, and then when you hit the enter the expedition, you'll all go in together. Like, once they get that up and running, this will be how that works, and it's pretty cool. I'd like to see maybe just like an other category that isn't actually just expeditions, maybe so people could find a group for in-game events and stuff like that, or maybe, as I said, a group for Outpost Rush. But I'm not too fussed about it. I think it actually works relatively well. Sure, obviously they could do some more expanding on it, but I think for a first iteration, pretty nice. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, do consider becoming a YouTube member. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.